In this video, I'm going to show you guys an all-in-one utility and moderation bot called Libertas, which offers some really awesome features like button rolls, super rich custom embeds, a suggestion system, and much, much more. Without further ado, let's dive into it. Okay, so to keep this video from dragging on forever, what I've actually done is went ahead and set up a lot of the coolest features that Libertas has to offer inside my test server on Discord. So what I'll do is I'll show you guys the dashboard, go over all the features on the dashboard, but instead of setting them up completely, I'm just going to show you guys how I set it up on the dashboard and then show you guys what it actually looks like inside Discord. So first things first, you're going to head over to libertas.gg. I'll have the link down in the description for you guys. And after you sign into your Discord account, you're going to be greeted with all of the servers that you are either an admin or an owner of. Like I said, I've already set up my test server, but I do want to show you guys what it looks like to add the bot. So this is my actual main server here. What I'm going to do is just click add Libertas. And it's going to greet you with a what server do you want to add it to, and then sometimes if you have two-factor authentication, you'll have to enter that in. After you enter that in, you're going to it's going to ask you what permissions you want. Since this is a moderation bot with tons of features, we're going to make sure it has every single feature or every single permission, I'm sorry, and then we're going to click authorize, verify that you're not a human, or that you are a human, I'm sorry, not that you're not a human. And boom, just like that, you're going to be greeted with the dashboard. And now at the bottom of my welcome channel, you can see the bot has been added in, and you'll get a little greeting from the bot showing you that you can use / commands to bring up an entire list of all the commands. So we're going to jump back over to my test server. So we're going to click up here and go to the test server. This drop down will show you every server that you have Libertas in. And now that our test server is selected, we're going to refresh the page. And now we can look through everything that Libertas has to offer. Now I've been told there's a lot of really cool changes coming to how everything is laid out on the homepage. So stay on the lookout for that. But currently this is how everything looks. You have your user engagement plugins, your server utility plugins, and then your server moderation plugins at the bottom. Each one of these plugins can also be accessed from the left side menu over here on the left. So verification and greetings, what this is going to be is things like automatically giving a user a role when they join, a server welcome message. You can set up the bot to DM, to send a custom DM to a user when they join, and you can also get notified when a user leaves your server. These are really easy to edit. Simply come on here, click the pencil, and then choose which role you want to give them. I will just give them the test role. When a new user joins the server, click confirm. Just like that, you're good to go. Next up, we have button roles, which are also known as reaction roles. Now what I've done is just set up a basic red, purple, and green reaction role. So you simply click the red button and you're going to get the red role in the server. Click the purple button, you'll get the purple role, or click the green button and you'll get the green button. These are really easy to set up inside of the Libertas dashboard. You just come in and add a new message. So we're going to click the pencil to edit the one I already have. So on the right side, you're gonna have your illustrator, which is basically as you type in things over here on the side, like for example, in the embedded message, it's going to give you a live update of what everything is gonna look like when it's actually posted into your server. So all you're gonna do is select the channel that you want your message to be sent. You're gonna select the type of role, button roles that you want to be set up. You have normal, unique, verify, drop, limit, and binding. One thing that's also really cool about Libertas compared to other bots is instead of just choosing between a plain text message or an embedded message, you can actually use both. So right here under plain text, you can see this is the actual plain text up here, but if I want to type something in, this is a test of the plain text. You can actually, we can go in and save this, confirm, and I'll show you guys what it looks like in my server. Right here, you can see in addition to the embedded message, you also have a plain text message right above it. So I figured I'd point that out. I haven't seen any other bots that offer a plain text on top of an embed at the same time. It's usually always choose one or the other, you know? So it's really cool that they offer that. Down here at the bottom is where you're gonna be able to build all of your buttons. So for example, right now they offer 4 different colored buttons. You have red, purple, gray, and green. I just set up 3 for the 3 color roles I have inside this test server. It's really easy to do. If you want to add a new button, you click it, select the color that you want it to be, give a name to the button. We're going to name it gray. And you can see up here, it's going to give you a live illustrator of what's happening. And then you can choose what role you want it to give. So we could give the blue role when you click the gray button. So that's pretty much it for button roles. Moving on to custom commands. These are kind of self-explanatory, but something that's really cool is that you can do flipbook commands. If you don't know what flipbook commands are, I'll show you a test one that they actually have. You can come in here and type command/commands, and let's do utility commands. What this will actually do, this right here is a flipbook command. So if you have a lot of things you want to list in one embed, you can actually set it up as a flipbook. And a flipbook is basically like a slideshow. After you read everything here, you click the button down here and it's going to take you to the second page. So if you have a lot of things you want to display in one embed, instead of doing like a giant message, you can put it into a flipbook that looks a lot more presentable. One thing I really like about these commands is down here you have the basically an exact replica of the permissions tab on Discord right here that allows you to set up what roles can use this command. So if you don't want to add everyone in your server to be able to use the command, simply click the X button and then go through and check mark every role that you want to be able to use the command. It's set up exactly like Discord, so it's super easy to understand and there's no weird complicated UI to figure out how to set this up. You just set it up just like you would set up Discord permissions. Up next, we have server suggestions, which are pretty cool. This is basically allows you to let users suggest a new feature inside your server. So if we go in, it's a pretty easy setup. Again, you have the permissions, the Discord permissions thing where you can select what roles you want to be able to do this. So I already set a test one up inside here in the server suggestions tab. So all you have to do is type suggest, and we're going to suggest a new feature. Once you run the command, you're going to get a pop-up that lets you type in a title in the actual suggestion that you want to suggest. Once you type out your test suggestion, you hit submit. Once someone submits a server suggestion, it's going to pop up in whatever channel you set it up in, and users can basically come in and upvote the suggestion, or they can downvote the suggestion. After the suggestion is sat for a while and users have voted on it, you can click the clipboard button, and basically what it will do is give you the overview of the vote. How many people voted up, how many people voted down, to kind of give you an idea of if the server suggestion was good. So moving on to the server utility side of the bot, we have embeds, timed messages, and bot settings. Bot settings is right now, there is going to be some updates coming to this from what I've heard, but right now it's basically just the bot master roles, who can access and edit all of the plugins for the bot on this dashboard. The big one in this category is going to be embeds. Now, something I think is really cool about the embeds with Libertas in comparison to other bots is you can actually do hyperlink URL buttons on top of your embedded message. So for example, what I did in the test server was I set up an embedded message with all of my official links, and all users have to do is click on the YouTube button and they'll instantly be brought to my YouTube page, or they can come over here and click the Twitch button and they will instantly be brought to my Twitch page. Seems like the perfect time for a self-plug. If you're not following me on Twitch, now's your time to do so. But on a more serious note, I think that's really cool. I've never seen a bot that lets you add buttons that have a hyperlink to them on top of an embedded message. That's really cool and really handy. So the setup for embedded message is going to be just the same as setting up the embedded message for the button roles. You're going to select the channel that you want. You can do a plain text if you want to add in a plain text on top of your title and your actual embedded message. Underneath that, you'll have the embed builder where you actually type in all of your embedded message info. You can select the color of the embedded message if you want. You can see it over here in the live preview as you change it. And then you can also at the bottom add in some buttons, for example, what I did with my YouTube and my Twitch channel. Now, obviously, I only added in 2 buttons just for example, but if you want to add more buttons, you are more than welcome to add a bunch of buttons if you please. If for some reason you have 10 social medias that you want to share with everybody, you can do that. So that's everything about the embeds. Now jumping over to timed messages, where you can send custom messages on repeat every few minutes or hours. There's 2 different types of timers you can set up. You can do a single or a random. A single timer is going to be a single message that's sent on whatever custom interval you want to set up. And then a random timer is going to be like the one I set up here, where you can actually add in 4 different messages, 4 different responses for whatever your custom interval is. So for example, this one can say D's nuts, special announcement, D's nuts.
Got him!
And then we can set up another one that says these nuts 2 and make it say these nuts 2 or 3. You know what I mean? You can set up to 4 different responses for this one timer. And the single timer, again, is just one. You don't have that option to add in 4 different responses inside a pool. It's just one response. That's it. Last but not least, down here at the bottom, we have server moderation. You're going to have command moderation, auto mod, and audit logging. Audit logging, very self-explanatory. It's basically going to give you a log of any type of events that happen in your server. You can completely customize and set up which ones you want to enable, such as someone leaving the server, a member being banned. You can go through all of these and check mark everything that you want and everything you don't want. Command moderation, you can use all of these / commands to do things like ban a user, temporary ban a user, soft ban a user, tons and tons and tons of different commands you can use. These are really self-explanatory, so I'm not going to spend too much time on these because the video is getting kind of long. And then last but not least, we have auto moderation, which is the same thing, but it's an auto mod. So you can do things like automatically delete or ban bad words from the server, server invites, which is really cool. You can get rid of those. I can't stand when people send invites inside my server. External links, you can completely prohibit the use of external links, which is really cool. And a lot of bots don't offer this, and it's kind of annoying. So this is really cool to have. Tons of different stuff you can do with that. And in a nutshell, that's Libertas, the complete all-in-one bot that can pretty much handle anything that you want to do in your server all inside one bot. Now, something cool about Libertas is they do offer a free premium trial for the first 6 days after you install it to your server. And then after that, they have different plans you can do. You can do a monthly plan of $6 a month, 6-month plan of $5 a month, or a 1-year plan of $4 a month. And then the lifetime subscription to Libertas is $88.99. Down here at the bottom, you'll be able to see everything that is included with premium versus the free version. I think that about wraps it up. That is everything that you need to know about Libertas. If you guys are looking for a new moderation style bot that can kind of handle everything that you throw at it inside your Discord server, definitely click the top link in the description and go install Libertas. Super easy to install, super easy to set up, really clean interface. And I promise you guys, they have some really cool features coming in the future that you guys aren't going to want to miss. So with all that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like to share it with others and consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any of my future Discord content. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.